Hi everyone, Comic Book Reviewer here. This time reviewing on Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Now, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Tame Them is a 2016 fantasy film that was directed by David Yates, who also did work on some of the Harry Potter films, and of course the screenplay for it was written by J.K. Rowling, which was meant to be based on the 2011 novel. And of course, is maybe a prequel towards the Harry Potter films. Now, prequels, I would say, are usually giving you an introduction to what the characters were like beforehand, or setting things up before the events of the main series. Now, the premise of the film is meant to take place in 1926. We see a young British wizard and magic zoologist known as Newton arrives in New York. Now, after basically a mishap that happens with his suitcase and a certain fiasco happening in the bank, we kind of see how he ends up kind of finding he's got the wrong suitcase, and the person that he got the suitcase mixed up with, Jacob, and also a down-to-earth witch and a person who's employed in the American branch of the MACUSA, are kind of having to find where the beasts are, and of course try to fix things before anything goes wrong. I would say the characters have a certain trope. Newton is a guy who basically has all these fantastic beasts and wants to keep them safe. I would say Tina is meant to sort of, at the same time, be the voice of reason, and at the same time knows Jacob has seen too much. And I think the point of Jacob is that he's a guy who's down on his luck, but at the same time wants to is amazed and at the same time taken in by the world of magic. And at the same time, we do kind of see how there's a mysterious beast going around killing off people, and at the same time, it has a connection to one of the children who's been taken care of by Mary Lou, who is the sinister leader of the sorcery or the Second Settlemers, whose goals are to expose and killing witches and wizards. And yeah, like most prequels, you know there's going to be a character who's a counterpart to the character from the original films. You know it's going to kind of have the character be the kind of Anakin to the series. And yeah, kind of like that. But I think if you took away the kind of other plot and just focused on the Fantastic Beasts, it kind of has an interesting story. Something that kind of takes you away from the whole Harry Potter legacy story, and something that could just focus on a more slice of life kind of fantasy story. And I can kind of see where J.K. Rowling and even the team behind Harry Potter wanted to do something different. Because after doing the Harry Potter films, I think it was just time for a different change. Something new, something fresh, something to give people something new. And I think because of the Fantastic Beasts films, because of J.K. Rowling's writing, I think people just weren't really ready for Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And I know they did do 2 other films that didn't really do so well. And I kind of feel the Harry Potter fandom is still there, and I know there's people who do like Fantastic Beasts. And I think, to me, is that it's not a bad film, but I think if it was given to someone else to take away the other plot, then we could have had something focusing a bit more on the other creatures. So I think this film definitely deserves 2 thumbs in the middle. It's a good idea, definitely needs work, but you can tell they knew what they were trying to do. It just showed the world wasn't ready for Fantastic Beasts just yet. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.